concern is with the insurance. And my husband got sick in May, and the early part of May, and he had to go in the hospital. So he went in the hospital, and he stayed about 7 days. And when he came out of the hospital, the nurse from the nurse line was calling him every day to see how he was doing. And for about a week, she was calling every day or every other day to see how he was doing and how the medicine was, because he had something called a pulmonary embolism, where you get blood clots in your legs and it travels to your heart, and he has to take Clara, and that's a real expensive drug. So she was calling to see how he was doing, and after about 10 days, I received a letter saying that the insurance could not pay because the insurance had terminated because we had gone on summer vacation. And the cost of his medication and his hospital bill came to about $30,000. And in the beginning, in January, when the insurance took effect, they told us that later on they would be sending out letters where you had to verify whoever you had on your insurance was insurable, and you know they was your husband, wife, or child. So they asked us to send a marriage license or a piece of mail. So I did a copy of the marriage license. I sent the marriage license. About a week later, they wrote me another letter and said I was supposed to send 2 pieces of paper. So I sent an AARP card with both our names on it. And I guess 3 or 4 weeks later, the man from the HR office came and he asked me, had I sent in all of the papers that they needed. I told him, I said, yeah, I sent a marriage license and I sent an AARP card. And he was saying, well, that's okay, because everybody's having a problem with this. Even Chris Muffle was having a problem with it. So it just kept going on and on and on. Every week they was calling me or writing me, telling me, you know, about this. And I paid something like $104 every 2 weeks for this insurance. But they don't want to pay. So that's my concern, is our insurance.
Hi, I'm reading on behalf of a worker who couldn't be here tonight. So, hello, my name is Christina Morel. I'm a Sodexo worker at Emory University, a single mother of 5, and I'm standing up in support of the union. Every year for the past few years, from May through mid-August, my family and I struggle even more than throughout the rest of the year. We Sodexo workers are laid off and have to rely on unemployment. I personally only received $151 per week. My health care benefits are canceled and I have to await open enrollment to sign up for it again. I wish that Sodexo would step up and offer affordable health care to their employees. On top of that, Emory employees are given free bus passes when we Sodexo employees pay $60 per month. For me personally, I have 2 children that commute to better schools, and I have to provide them with bus passes as well. So if Sodexo would step up and offer this to us, it would alleviate some of the pressure on me. Now to address the issue of respect. I myself haven't encountered any issues, but I have witnessed disrespect from managers to employees. I've seen how certain employees are treated differently because they wear the union buttons. Why are they so afraid of us forming a union unless it's because they know that they are doing wrong? and know that the union will only uplift and help us. So I am here to say I support the union 100%. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to make this meeting today, but I have some family issues in Macon. Please do not take my absence as non-support. Let's do what we have to do to show the president of Emory we have honest concerns and issues. Thank you, Christina Morel.
Thank you, Clara and Crystal, and William, who had to leave early, for the courage to come up here and tell your stories. Right now, we're going to open up the floor to questions for the workers here. So I'll be taking hands for anyone who wants to ask them a question. There's got to be some questions in here. I know you guys are thinking. Brandon, and you're next.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you and the Orange, about the situation with the chef. Why do you think you didn't take your to stick up for you that time? We had a situation where the food was left out like that.
I personally, for one reason, think that he's afraid of the general manager. Like I said, it stunned me because, like I say, the word that he used to describe me, and knowing the chef, knowing how hard a worker I am, for him not to defend me until the very end, I think he was pretty much afraid if he had said that he was supporting me, that would have been something against him.
My name is Alex. Well, I wanted to thank all of you for being gracious enough to be here and for telling us your stories. I'm a student here. I've been here for the last 5 years. And, you know, we'll all go to the Caxol, we'll all go to Jasmine, we'll go to the Duck. And I've never had a complaint with how I've been treated by the employees. And I think it's a shame that management, Sodexo, not meeting these very, very basic responsibilities towards their workers. Because in a sense, we do face it with the company. And if you're treated badly, it affects, I would think it affects the company itself. But as students who are part of this community, we also care about that because you're also part of our community. Something we've heard from the president whenever we have this conversation with him, even with the administration, is the fact that they don't feel that employees have any complaints. And I'm involved at SWS, and one thing that we often encounter is the fact that we seem to be manufacturing these issues, right? So I just wanted to ask you, since you've been to the president's office, and since you've actually were able to talk to him, how do you respond to the issues you were bringing up to him? How do you feel the interaction went?
How did he respond? It wasn't the way I wanted him to. It was just, he listened to my complaint. He wrote it down, and he said he would get back to us at the date that we had gave him to get back to us on it. It wasn't, to me, I felt like it wasn't that, he felt like it was his problem. It was Sodexo problem, not his problem.
How long have you both been working with Sodexo, and have you experienced any wage injustice?
I've been with Sodexo since 2007. When I first started working with Sodexo at Emory, I started off at the pizza station, went from the pizza to the grill, went from the grill to the station that I am now. And the station that I am at now, what I just recently started making was what I was supposed to be making when I first got promoted to that position. So as far as the salary, it's based like William says, out of the 4 years I've been there, I think I've gotten a 50 cents raise.